It's like that, and they're very important. Now, and over match is saying.
And then yeah, check 2000,
Okay,
2006.
2000. Timinya we are 2000.
We are now we check because
Mecha Mountain. Shall start 281 hash. Insure FM option. No channel of tickets are open. We so I'm sure. I remember our coach because any match we brought home and buying any Leverkusen other romantic. Yeah, extra goal, but today I'm very confident to be real. Rich. Barca needed a reaction yesterday, and they got it. And I think they got it in a much more professional fashion by making it 5-1. Time almost started match, and I'm it, baby. Have you dinner, Kakra? And I realized that Ferran Torres, just by the 12th minute, actually first goal. Just by the time I meet 12, baby, and I'm it, Akofi, and I realized that Mayoka for not to can. So I go home quickly to try and go and watch the match, especially in the second half. And then again, one of the things that helps a clear Hansi Flick teams, every time Hansi Flick a coaching team, be almost very good individual players, they stand out. And it is because certain managers over rely on build up a lot of structure. But Hansi Flick are more direct to isolate the players 1v1. It is a player near good in terms of their ability, they are afraid of the qualitative superiority. So qualitative superiority in Kwandia, once he's been isolated 1v1, they are able to use their skills and then get results. And then it was clear. From Lamine Yamal, Nechevela pass, then in there, Oshe a friend is saying the assist to Demaye, Rafinha 1 goal from penalty, and the other one. Oshe, even the one and also the Lamine Yamal. Lamine was okay because now we're playmaking. Matching him, and he didn't have to score a goal before everybody talks about him. So I am very clear. My only issue with Hansi Flick teams and say when he's being found out and teams want to be aggressive with him and then prevent him from getting 1v1s. And I say some of them star men, any one of them, that's where his system gets exposed, Kakra. But yesterday with Casado, Pedri, pivot on Fiifi-Manfred, Lamine Yamal unleashing our ability to play out and then do their job 1v1. I think so was there, Rich. Me say. The double pivot of Pedri and Marc Casado, I won't talk about it again, but it is the most balance you get in the Barca team. And Andra, although Frankie de Jong go after the game, Oji Tumu say he's not there yet. This double pivot is almost excellent for team friend Barcelona. And already, a branch friend Rafinha, 21 games, 16 goals, and 10 assists for FC Barcelona. But look at that assist from our branch friend Lamine Yamal. Because of that result, there is a lot of onus on Real Madrid away our backs region one of them to go and get a win against a former Barcelona manager. And then of course Athletic Bilbao in Ernesto Valverde. Any easy match, cry. But there have been some good news our FC Real Madrid with the return of Aurelien Tchouameni, Federico Valverde, and then of course the facts are Abrantia. Your friend Raul Asensio, because of the injury of Ena Militao, seems to be working now on the Spanish La Liga table. I come back to 4 points between Madrid and team my friend Barcelona. And Madrid and him say, although they know that they need to win, a very difficult. Carlo Ancelotti said, we are on a good run and we will be at our best in Bilbao. Talking about the challenge ahead of them. And possible lineup, Folarin Mendy are back into the starting lineup. New centre-back pair of our branch friend Antonio Rudiger and our branch friend Raul Asensio. Lucas Vasquez at right back. Then our branch friend Thibaut Courtois in post. Of course, Madrid enemy say Omnisa solidity no one because of say Aurelien Tchouameni and fully fit to start games in T. It is back into a diamond. Modric, Valverde, Ceballos, and our branch friend Jude Bellingham leading the lines. Rodrigo Goes back into the team, which our branch friend Kylian Luton Mbappe. Like I did say watch it Ernesto Valverde. I think about 33 times against Madrid. 18 of them were Lusu. About 6 of them have been a draw and 11 wins. Also a fairly good record against Madrid. Again, this season, Athletic Bilbao are not doing poor. They have been one of the best teams of Spanish La Liga. Almost at the fourth, right behind Atletico Madrid. Almost 26 points. So, also the points difference. Now, they've also had some good times. And they are a team that you don't want to discount, especially when they are playing at home. Of course, the two William brothers will be in the Cuco Grisetta, able to do the lines. Now, Sanchez to play right behind them. And then, of course, an athletic team I have very, very solid. One thing that I like about Madrid, and he say, after, say, issues they start to see in the Champions League and in the league, Carlo Ancelotti is able to find solutions. And football is essentially about finding solutions. One of the solutions the last time out, Madrid going back to the basics. And the basics was defensive solidity. See about preventive from having a lot of openings at and then hitting us consistently. Again, I am beginning to see, say, in the last game at the Santiago Bernabeu, there were moments in Madrid game and almost try to press up top. Because against Liverpool, almost setting off too much and the Liverpool they hits them. If Madrid go into that game and then do a good job of letting Rodrigo Goes lead the lines to press, and then of course Dani Ceballos is an experienced Madrid team, I know it's going to be a difficult game, but then match double chance to be for Madrid just to be on the safer side because Athletic Bilbao backs in Bilbao area any easy match. Which in the English Premier League, from now to January, Obiabehu baby order. Now why am I saying this? The gap between Liverpool and a second also change the gap between Arsenal and the 8th position at Brentford. Liverpool and a second 11 points. Arsenal with 25 points and the Brentford 5 points per. So it tells you that from 2nd position to 8th, even 9th position with Manchester United, and even 10th with Fulham, 6 points per team. So near all year from now to January, we will know. From now to January, 7 Premier League matches in a war. And so watch this and Liverpool about Newcastle, a banana skin game. Arsenal ever against Man United, a game that you can't just wake up and write anybody off. Difficult game. Chelsea ever against Southampton, another banana skin game. Although Obi expected Chelsea on paper should be able to win, but then Southampton are not a bad team. One year they get results against you, and then from there you begin to go down the pecking order. And nothing and Matlo said on it Chelsea ownership and sporting director didn't come out about so Chelsea betting G League now and so much G League. As someone can say, they are waiting at the very earliest at March and so on bones and pampa whether there any league conversation or not. See there, they just want to keep the momentum. And then Enzo Maresca also did say same on the pre-match press conference. And Crystal Palace Ipswich 1-0 for Crystal Palace. Jean-Philippe Mateta and Sagono. Leicester Ruud van Nistelrooy after scoring Leicester 2 times, one in the Carabao Cup, the other one in the league as interim Manchester United manager. And now said 3 goals against Julian Lopetegui. Lopetegui wants to be later, but he knows things are going to be hard for him. Manchester City needs a reaction. Alright, and now Pep Kasimbi, he was very honest, and I think it is what we said over here. Who is a journalist for Neka? I said he lost his cool, and nothing no coach Liverpool for fans then more yes 6 sign it and I say lost his cool. I say he has only been cool because he has been winning. We are saying here, who winning, who ni cool, nipa who winning, cool be any baby, and I think it is true. When you really go through hard times, that's when you know say who you cool and I say who you cool. And Joseph Guardiola knows that in this particular instance he was not cool at all in that game against Liverpool. He needs a reaction, big one against Tima. You fed in Nottingham Forest, Etihad. I say all the stadium want them to sack me. Maybe they are right. With the results we have been having at home, I bet your friend Joseph Guardiola knows, say he needs to get the results over there. He needs to make sure so many results now. They know they need to support because the players are human. Of course, they are willing to give everything in that dynamic. It's Manchester City team, of course, he expects 3 Akanji, Luis Diaz, Josco Vardiol, Rico Lewis, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Kai Gundogan, Savinho Haaland, and Jeremy Doku Shoreham. But they are playing against a very tough team.
Me go fi, me 2 boys for. And you may say City game no mo pa mo nyi from betting. Obu ebe ani so ebia City bet turning niama around and then. Me hu ni sa. Not even for a team. City team shom. They say City team now. Look, the years of the ball come almost 80 box in you score. Because Ruben Diaz and Nia Kanjimune boys na can. They are too jittery. Bon come suka omo put say ya. They City boys no mo jibo at me say. Pressure that boys in the zone. And there's no way on bet me say omo best way draw in this game.
on best card.
City omo ntimi che Nottingham Forest. The City team are me ma hwe no. Omo ntimi.
Omo ntimi show.
Because Nottingham Forest one they will sit deep on some counter no.
Yeah.
The call wins one na. Also na City is one problem. I feel team be attack City be no. Just attack them. Or they are born when you be a boko 18 you score.
And Nottingham Forest for also very good outing.
Away, especially on my way.
Yeah, with Chris Wood, Abrantia, your friend Morgan Gibbs Wise to pick up the second balls, and then our captain Morgan Yates, Fiifi-Manfred, very good. Of course, dead ball specialist, World Prowse, Horn. I think that the game will come down to who wants it more. So City person they need to be more aggressive than Nottingham Forest. Because Forest Airborne or person be aggressive, or person be very physical. No way we need to also. I think the City gets the win in Enyume. We start the resurgence against the Etihad. I think that they get it this evening.
Okay.
Especially because Kevin De Bruyne are fully starting in the team. And one of the things I realized, they say in the game against Liverpool, Pep Ambon a natural wingers now. He needs it against Nottingham Forest because they saw stretchy and he's going to start with Abrante Freddy Doku and Savinho, and I think that they are going to get a job done. Liverpool, boy, in a huge banana skin game against Tima Yefreno, Newcastle United. Newcastle in the last 2 games almost share, but Liverpool are high flying, and that's why a banana skin because they all quite way to go and play at the St. James Park there. Then you need to be very careful, especially in the evening. December cold nights. Time side, you need to be careful of Newcastle team, and then that's what I'm expecting. Also, there's an excitement about a game and the attack, and to attack a game like this will be brilliant thing. We have to bring our strengths, and our strengths are unique to us, and that's exactly what they'll do. First of all, they want to use high balls, second balls, aggression, and physicality, with any more using Shamo and Dan Ben anytime they have set pieces to try and hit Liverpool, especially in the absence of Abrante Fenibu Kunati. I think that this will probably be the most difficult game Liverpool will play throughout the season. The most difficult one. Not even the other games at Liverpool, because all kind of Nottingham Forest game, Liverpool dropping points now. It's the same kind of team. Physical team, very, very combative. We win a lot of duels now. I think so. Remember, Liverpool run for their money. But one of the things I've seen about Liverpool, they say, in as much as they will throw a lot of things at them, no, almost some of direct to say what they don't keep the ball too much. They always play in between the lines and then make sure say they will hit your team consistently and get a job done. Of course, the last time I'm worried about Ibu Konate, but Joe Gomez it was a good one with Virgil van Dijk, Robertson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Jones, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Cody Gakpo, Darwin Nunez, and Mohamed Salah Billy did the lines to them. I think that Liverpool, some match in there, most of the times make for goals. I was at Newcastle and Liverpool match them. Which Chelsea needs Southampton in any match. I mean, I can't say in Kenya match. Because I should be a Southampton that anybody a Chelsea that in Kenya match. The thing is that Southampton for manager Russell last season, not our championship name. Not only Enzo Maresca and our championship name. In fact, in the championship, Maresca shined it 3 times. Only say on also opebo ne bopa. Ope yembiemu yembon free actually. Sometimes they start with a 3 back. But most of the times, even with the 3 back, they always want to dominate possession. If you look at the data from the Premier League website, teams are committing a lot of mistakes leading to goal. That has affected their point tally, has been Southampton. It affects them. Now, because of this, all of the 2 times Enzo Maresca didn't share in the championship. 3 times only share the championship. Enzo Maresca jaya ball ni mumano. Maresca consistently left the ball for. In fact, the first one, Leicester winning 4-0, about just 49% of ball possession for Leicester. The next one, we need 5-0. I think about 39% of ball possession. Then another one, I think 3-1 also. All of them, Maresca jaya ball Emma Southampton for because on its own made mistakes. No assertive pressing traps among them. But the thing is that, say, who the Maresca Leicester and Chelsea to 2-1, there is a little bit of a difference. Because there is a lot of quality in the Chelsea team as compared to Sir Leicester team. This is the annotation from BBC4 in terms of the way that Chelsea for press very high and very intense against team Ayefreno, Aston Villa. I know, sir, this should be the template for the game against Southampton. But I don't think Enzo Maresca will have the same intensity against Southampton. Still, using the template for Southampton, Maresca will not press too high or press certain levels high. Now for Gina medium kakra, and then try to set pressing traps for team and friend Southampton to turn the ball over. Now Southampton for no there. All those almost struggling and the number 3 best players so at the yellow card on Mobi. Your friend one young boy called Downers on Mobi. There is a boy, very, very good player called Deblin. He's also not going to play. And another one called Bellis, also Mobi. 3 of their best players in Mobi. Nipa Nkobet Mabeshe Fiifi-Manfred 2 players. Nigeria for Joe Aribo. Any Chelsea player, Leslie Gochuku. But Gochuku can enter me more against the parent club. It's a Joe Aribo who would have to slot in the middle of the park. It already was a difficult game for Southampton. But even away from that, because of Messi players in T, it's even more difficult for Southampton to go in and play. And Enzo Maresca now said, Okoshia Chelsea owners no, almost in the next 5 to 10 years on dominating. So that's exactly what he's hoping at doing. This is a game Chelsea should be able to go into and then get results. I think it's a match, I say Chelsea a ball with speedsters. Minyanka Joao Felix and starting. But me perceive Mihalo Modric started because of the pace and directness. Our person be team my friend is Southampton. Then of course Christopher and Kuku should have a part to play because December games need to be remember. Because Nicholas Jackson had 1 yellow card away to some match now Chelsea over the weekend against Tima, your friend Torian Mospe. Now the big one. Makacho said I was very excited with Ruben Amorim and in a Jumano here. With what he has been able to do so far. I'm so excited about Ruben Amorim. But Rich, this is the biggest test.
Yeah, the real one.
Under the lights at the Emirates, against a certain Arsenal sider. Or you as aggressive as you, or you as physical as you, or you combative as you, or to me really duels to say, oh no. Rich, it is difficult. But you see, like I said the last time, Ruben Amorim yadiyebi against Everton. And I was very proud. What you say, although you see about 3 back, or about 3 back, no, and yet chinchine trying, say okay, 3 back into so your strikers imagine box them. No, it's about the dynamism. And against Everton, you see Joshua Zexi in a particular way that for me was the best. You him say Zexi ain't me mal 5-3 goals and she goes baby. But what can he do? He mentioned in the pre-match analysis said, or your technical centre forward. Into your neighbor Bona Zexia drop here Benfica for him as an extra midfielder or a 10. Then he will use Marcus Rashford, any Amad Diallo to run off him and get a goals. It was a goals now because he came from deep. The centre backs could not track the run of our branch friend Joshua Zexi. Was able to get 2 goals, 2 assisted by branch friend Bruno Fernandes, and of course Marcus Rashford. So Enya Honum to get them to get a job done. It's a tough one, and it Kobe Mainu Mobi. Our branch friend Leandro Martinez is so you're very, very doubtful for this game. And it means that my back three no most likely. So you expect to say Harry Maguire will be back in the team with Nesrari delete any Nesra and Mazari Bewe Amad Diallo, Casimiro, Manuel Ugarte, Dalot, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and Rasmus Hojlund. Again, I think Rasmus Hojlund fits our style of play and that's a good one. In the game state, I'm thinking what will happen is that Arsenal will pin Manchester United back and then sustain pressure consistently. More about how long Man United can stay in the game than anything. How long can United stay in the game? Almost stay in the game, how will they get the results when they want to set pieces this animal? But a game hugely disadvantageous to Manchester United. And I think that for me, Arsenal double chance, at least on paper, for all of us. Generally, of course, congratulations to Ruud van Nistelrooy for Bono Boy and how he was able to get a result. So
game we lose.
Martin, quick. We'll come back to it much now. I'll be doing come on. Simple lose one, simple but me, Arsenal double chance. Which and like saying I'm a kind of a buy no for Leverkusen. Any by mission over 1.5. I'm into my boys over 1.5. And although Bayern for the red card early in the game. See, I Jumana Mafatum was in a sanity. Tori be fati. I mean, we'll go again today. And at the end of also 3 separate codes because there are a lot of games now. Yachichim Senebea Ubenyania a Fetonenia Ope. It's the first one 1, 2, 8. And the first one C E 1, 2. Second one 1, 2, 8. C D8CF. Then the last one is 128C1. Okay, CE158. Into your 3 separate us. Then you bet to
third one here 128CE158.
Into Fiifi-Manfred on all social media. So obey our honor and good luck to you. Rich, I mean, Chimmy, in a prep straight away now. Any honor, pop, and traffic to Kuna. It's rich. I mean, first 2,000 Ghana cedis. No, I call my number.
0247-008 last 3 digits. 0247-008 and the last 3 digits. On the first 2,000 no the amount. So what that means is that 1 down, 5 more to go. And you check 20 million is 6. You check back with CCA. Inti aka 5 10k da ni na before 12 babo no o see a chance ana ya so inti me so nya ntwa bia ye chebro nya sika no *281# *281#